Hi Church, I'm Evelyn from Pasir Yu Kiang Zone. I'm a year 3 student from Temasek Polytechnic Business School, and I'm here to share with you my testimony on how God changed my life. I grew up as a very shy, timid and introvert girl, the kind of student who blended in with the world, the one who got average results, and the girl who would freeze and startle in cold sweat whenever the teacher called my name. I was insecure and unconfident as a kid because I was plump and my parents separated since I was 9. Growing up, I remember frequent water and electricity termination at home because my family had difficulty paying utilities. My dad would come home drunk every night and my parents would then quarrel. There is no peace at home, and sometimes we would even have to alert the police and ambulance in the middle of the night. But the turning point came in primary 4 when my elder sister Grace invited me to City Harvest Children's Church. On my first visit here, I remember I was so touched and so ministered by the love of God that I went back home that day and I had a dream. In my dream, I dreamt that my sister refused to bring me back to church the following week. I was so devastated and I cried uncontrollably in my dream because I thought I would never be able to experience the same kind of love and presence I felt. But of course, that dream didn't come to pass. I stayed in church and slowly, God restored back peace at home. He provided for us financially and we never had any utility cuts since then. Amen. I did not enjoy attending school since a child, and things became worse in secondary school. I would often skip school 2 to 3 times every week. My attendance was so atrocious that I was constantly in and out of the principal's office. Finally, during my final year in secondary 4, my principal issued me last warning that if I were to continue my habitual way of skipping school, he would delete my name off the school register and not allow me to take the GCE level. Feeling lost and unmotivated at that time, I did not show up and was eventually kicked out of school. My world collapsed and I felt that my dreams shattered into pieces. I would lock myself at home, cry every day, and refuse to go out during weekdays. I felt so much like a failure that I was expelled from school and did not have a normal education like the rest of my peers. But the beautiful thing is that God never gives up on us, even when we had given up on ourselves. God eventually opened a door for me to study at City College the same year. Initially, I struggled with the payment of huge private tuition fees, but God is faithful to provide me with the extension and subsidies. I went full-time in City College by the encouragement of a cell group leader and managed to pay off the school fees in full and eventually obtain my GCE level result of 1 A and 2 Bs. I was able to enter Temasek Polytechnic and is currently doing a course I love. God turned the impossible into possible, and most importantly, He restored my confidence and made me believe I could dream again. I have always had a love-hate relationship with my dad, and things went downhill this year when he decided to rent out our entire apartment for quick cash and asked my sister and I to rent a common room and to stay by ourselves. I was so disappointed and I felt very abandoned by him because it's not the first time such things happen. I have since my dad very little. I'm currently staying with my second sister and we have to bear heavy financial burdens. But growing up in church, I know that I shouldn't harbor bitterness and resentment towards my dad. I want to thank God that throughout the years, He has given me the ability and the capacity to forgive my dad time after time. And right now, I have peace in my heart regarding my dad. I love him very much, and I pray that one day he will also come to the saving knowledge of Christ. Forgiveness is a constant process. We will be tested every day, but God will give us the grace, and I want to thank God for giving me the freedom in that area. I want to thank my sisters, Grace and Helen, for reaching out to me when I was a kid, for believing that even as a 10-year-old child, one can be saved and touched by the love of God and the life can change so drastically. If not for them, I would still be that aimless and purposeless child living life with nothing to look forward to every day. I want to also thank my cell group leader and my friends in church, the teachers and staff at City College who have helped me and encouraged me along the way. Last but not least, I want to thank God for His love. God will never put us through things we cannot handle, and everything is just part of His greater plan and greater purpose. God has a beautiful story that He is writing in your life. You carry me.
watching over